Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome valedictorian and salutatorian.
Good evening, class of 2020. As I sat down to write this speech, I came to the terrifying realization that I have no clue how to write a valedictorian speech. Do I start off with a joke, or do I keep it professional? Do I talk for 10 minutes about my high school experience, or do I keep it short? Quote a parable, thank some teachers, and get off the stage. 4 whole years of advanced and AP classes, and I was still in completely uncharted territory. I was because I wanted to make a good valedictorian speech. I mean, COVID-19 has taken so much from the class of 2020. I thought at the very least you guys deserved a good speech. But I had no clue what to do. That is until I realized that while I may not have quite mastered the art of speech writing, Ms. Johnson, Ms. Oskale, and Mr. Roth have left me with one important skill: how to write an essay. So I decided to do that instead. So, class of 2020, I give you the last essay of my high school career, written in typical fashion on my 5-year-old computer at 3 a.m. last night. What They Don't Teach You in High School by Jamon Hubbard. High school is the most informative experience in a child's life. The breadth of knowledge in the walls of a school like ours goes far beyond what you can read in the library or hear in a classroom. We can use the lessons we learn in high school to help us throughout our life. I went into 9th grade completely clueless. I'd never admitted it, but I was. I had no idea who I was or what I wanted to do in life. When you add how to graph a quadratic function and the precedent set by George Washington, the list of questions I needed answers to in 4 years ran quite long. But here I am now, having answered all those questions at least 5 times. And while I may still be asking a few, I can't deny that my time at Redan High School gave me, in one way or another, all the information I needed to succeed. I learned a lot more in high school than what was in the curriculum. While I'll never forget the notes on the scale, I'm more thankful to Miss Bailey for showing me what it truly looks like to be passionate about something, to care about it and never give up on it. And while I'm eternally grateful to Ms. Glaze for teaching me the elements of romantic poetry, I'm more thankful to her for showing me through the way she treated me, my peers, and her family with the utmost compassion and love. Last and most importantly, my peers, through their friendship, their companionship, their humor, and their love and their hate, showed me what it's like to be human, the good, the bad, and the ugly. But the most important lesson I've taken from my high school career is the importance of doing. There are teachers in this school who will tell you I came into their class every day and was a model student. I did my work, aced every test, and turned every assignment in on time. But for every one of those teachers, there's another who will tell you that I came in their class every day and slept, or talked to my friends. And those same teachers can tell you how I still managed to ace every test and turn in every assignment eventually. What I'm trying to say is, I'm not here because I did it all right. I'm here because I got it done. And that is what I would like to tell you all today. That's the most important lesson of my high school career. That it doesn't matter how you do it, so long as you get it done. And so, class of 2020, the world which awaits us is scary and new and particularly dangerous at the moment. But if you go through what we've been through together these last 4 years, I have the utmost confidence that you will all be successful out in the real world. And while we may have had a strange, unexpected, and maybe even slightly disappointing way of doing it, we got it done. And I, for one, cannot wait to see you all continue to do great things for the rest of your lives. Thank you.
Greetings to Redan's senior class of 2020 and to everyone who helped us get to where we are. I would like to begin by addressing my fellow peers to the elephant in the room. Recently, life as we knew it changed at the snap of a finger. It seems the days of going to school and talking to our teachers and friends changed at the snap of a finger. By now you know what I'm referring to, so I'll cut to the chase. Adulthood. The path to adulthood has finally become unlocked to us. Instead of going to school 5 days a week, we may be going to work, attending college, the college of our dreams, or traveling to new places. Now that we graduated, it may be the best time to do so. Oh wait, COVID-19 says otherwise. On a more serious note, I hope everyone is healthy and able to enjoy their lives despite the current situation. I hope you're able to get to the food and supplies you need, including toilet paper, because despite this current situation, I still don't understand why toilet paper was the first thing that was sold out. And situations like that is why I believe my motto, "It's not that serious, still sticks up." It's a reminder that life is too short to harbor on meaningless endeavors. It's a reminder to make a joke as much as necessary, because it's always fun to laugh. Before I go, I want to say that I'm glad to be the salutatorian of my class. Despite it being essentially I'm second best, I take pride in my academic achievement. I will take pride in my academic achievement, and you shall as well, because you deserve it. So to all of class of 2020 of Redan, I wish you the best of life.
To the dignitaries that are here, want to say thank you for sharing in this grand occasion for our graduation class of 2020. But before I get started with my message to our graduating class, I'd like to take time to thank Mr. Willie McGrady and Ms. Margaret Robertson. He was the principal in '97 when I came to Redan in November, and she was the chair of the Social Studies Department. Thank you for hiring me. I would also like to thank Mr. Greg Goodwin for believing in me and hiring me as his assistant principal. Again, thanking Greg Goodwin and Mama P, Sandy Burkett, for supporting me to the next level of principalship here at Redan High School. A great big thank you to Trent Arnold for his encouragement and support my first year as principal. We made tremendous strides that year under his leadership. And thank you to Dr. Morley for your support and those timeless conversations that we had many a nights and afternoons on the phones. I would also like to thank the many volunteers who came out to help us help our students here at Redan High School. Now let me turn my attention to the graduates. If I can help somebody as I pass along, if I can cheer somebody with the word or song, if I can show somebody he is traveling wrong, then my living shall not be in vain. I am, to take the words from a dear family friend, deliciously proud to be able to share some remarks with the class of 2020 this afternoon. An outstanding group of young people, scholars who are destined for greatness, scholars who endured this pandemic, and scholars with whom I am culminating my 35 years in education. Class of 2020, you have done something that is magnificent. You are finishing something. I want to share with you 4 keys for success. The first key is to set some goals for your life. You've got to know where you're going. If you don't know where you're going to end up anywhere. If you offer me a ride from downtown Atlanta and I tell you I need to get to DeKalb County and you head west, we'll never get there. You have to know where you're going. In The Last Dance, the TV series dealing with Michael Jordan's career, once he was drafted, he decided his goal for the Chicago Bulls was to take them to another level, to bring a championship to the city of Chicago. And with his work and dedication, he reached that goal. The second key for a successful life is keep your focus. Don't let anything discombobulate you in your search for your goal. Keep your eyes on the prize, and even if you fall behind in the game, if you fall behind in life, stay focused. In The Last Dance, Michael Jordan and the Bulls were playing the Orlando Magic when Shaquille O'Neal was on the team with the Orlando Magic. The Bulls were down at halftime by 28 points. When they went into the locker room, everybody felt that it was over, because normally if you're down by 28 points at halftime, it is over. But during halftime, Coach Phil Jackson asked Michael Jordan, "What do you think?" And Michael Jordan said, "Coach, we have them exactly where we want them." And he went out the second half, scored 33 points, and they beat Orlando Magic that night because he kept his focus. You can be winners too. As a matter of fact, you are winners, and you can keep on winning, but you've got to keep your focus. When Ted Williams played baseball for the Boston Red Sox, he played from 1939 to 1960, and he had 344 lifetime batting average. He hit 521 home runs. He drove in 1,863 runs. Ted Williams had the ability to hit because he could see the ball. He had depth perception. Other players could see the ball, but he could really see the ball. And I'm saying to you, each of you graduates, keep your eyes on the ball. You must learn how to deal with opposition. This pandemic and other obstacles are oppositions. You are not going to go through life without opposition. So what if you fail? Go back, try again, and make sure that you show the opposition that you are going to win. Opposition will always be around, but the only way you can be a proud champion is if you have an opponent. Another key is perseverance. We went into this virtual learning not really knowing what to expect. Will the work help my grade? Am I going to pass these classes? Will I graduate? But here's where your focus comes in. You've got to keep your eyes on the prize. You had to tell yourself, we're only a few weeks away from graduation. We have to keep going. We've never been through this before. It looks like our opposition is going to get the best of us, but what we've accomplished, and we have many scholars who have scholarships and they're going on to college. We have some scholars who are going into the military. We have some scholars who are already starting their careers right now. So you are facing your oppositions. You are winning. Just keep on keeping on. Don't you dare stop now and say you're done. It's time to say full speed ahead. You've got to keep on persevering. You must keep keeping on. And always realize that it's not over until it's over. As long as life is flowing in your veins, you still have an opportunity to do great things. Perseverance. You should not be satisfied with having your cap and gown. There is more yet to be done. You're special. You're smart. You're strong. You're energetic. And you can get the job done. It ain't over till it's over. Langston Hughes said, "Hold fast to dreams, for if dreams die, life is a broken-winged bird that cannot fly." My final key for success, as you are being blessed, don't forget to share your blessings with others. Don't forget to share your blessings with others. If I can help somebody as I pass along, then my living will not be in vain. Class of 2020, congratulations. Godspeed to you. Meet your destiny. Thank you. At this time, on behalf of the faculty, staff, and administration of Redan High School, I am pleased to present the academic summary of Redan High School's Class of 2020 scholars. This class has 216 scholars, and these are the following accomplishments. We have one scholar who graduated with a 4.0 or higher. 31% of our scholars will graduate and be eligible for the Hope Scholarship. 60% of our scholars are going to 2- or 4-year colleges and universities. 10% of our scholars will be attending the military or entering into the military. And we have $1.6 million in scholarships for our class of 2020. Not to mention our band scholarships now are close to $500,000. At this time, please join me in welcoming our Superintendent of DeKalb County School District, Mrs. Ramona Tyson, to certify the academic summary of the class of 2020. Thank you.
As the Superintendent of DeKalb County Schools, I hereby certify that all members present for the class of 2020 have fulfilled the requirements established by the DeKalb County Board of Education and are therefore eligible to receive their diplomas.
From the DeKalb County School District Board of Education, Dr. Joyce Morley.
It is such a pleasure to be here today to greet the graduates, the 2020 graduates in the DeKalb County School District. I want to say greetings to the members of the class of 2020 and greetings to the parents, relatives, and others who have invested in the class of 2020. I know that these are some very tumultuous and unexpected times. And I know that because of the COVID-19 coronavirus of 2020, many of you are concerned that you are not able to celebrate your high school graduation in the usual and customary manner in which you have done before and others have done before. By marching into a large facility, sitting with your classmates, some of those classmates that you have sat with for many, many years, 12 and 13 years. You are not able to walk across that stage and to be able to have your parents, your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, your grandmother, your grandfather, your aunts and uncles, and all of these people to be witnesses to you receiving your diploma. But guess what? Just because they can't see you receive your diploma doesn't mean that it's not taking place. Here's an opportunity for you to be able to see that no matter what happens, that it's okay. COVID-19 couldn't stop you from reaching this amazing milestone because God is greater than COVID-19. Although I am not making this speech from a physical stage, as you sit in the audience in anticipation of receiving your diploma, at this time, and although you will not cross a stage in front of me and in front of everyone else, after I complete my speech, you will still most certainly be able to cross the proverbial stage of life as a segue into the next chapter of and in your life. Remember that completion is more important than crossing. With your accomplishment of completing high school, you can now design and write your script for your own stage of life. You will most certainly have many, many more roads and bridges to be able to cross in life. However, completing your journey and getting to the other side is an even greater accomplishment. An even greater task is for you to now have your plan set with goals, action plans, action steps, and also timelines for how you will actually control your stage of your life and be able to look over and move through the next 1 to 5 years. Since you are now the designer of all the stages in your life, it is imperative that you gather and remember the lessons you have learned thus far. Even though dealing with a pandemic, you still have some lessons to be able to learn. One of the first lessons is to remember that God is in charge of and in control of all things at all times, even of the stages of your life that you create. You are merely one of the actors on the stage of your life. Another great lesson for you to remember is that just because you design your stage of life and you make plans for what you would like to be able to take place on your stages of life, even the greatest plans can and will be interrupted. There will be other times in your life that you will also face the life-altering redirections of things that you have planned. However, how you complete the journey and what you do next will matter the most. Remember, the completion is greater than the crossing. There will be times that you won't know what to do. You won't know how to do what you would like to do. But always remember that you have options in life. Recognize those things, those situations and circumstances that you can and cannot control. Allowing yourself to be humble, to be able to challenge yourself enough to know the difference. Here is the time when you must turn to the serenity prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Living one day at a time, enjoying one moment at a time, accepting hardships as a pathway to peace. Although you did not walk across the physical stage for graduation, and you aren't able to change or to control many of the things that have taken place, especially with the COVID-19 coronavirus and the pandemic, you can move into the world of work, training, trade school, the military, and college, creating your own stages in life. Remember, you are the designer, and you will decide how you will walk across the next major stages of life, anticipating your completion instead of your crossing. You can do it. You have proved it before, now and then. And now it's expected that you will go and show the world your stage. But most of all, your completion of all that you do, not allowing redirections, interruptions, or other things that are out of your control to get in your way. You will cross many highways and byways. You will cross many bridges, but it's the tasks and goals that you complete in life that will make the difference. Congratulations to the class of 2020 in the DeKalb County School District. On the basis of your certification, I accept the academic summary of this graduating class. The academic achievement meets the State Board of Education standards for the public schools of Georgia and the requirements established by the Southern Association of Colleges and Schools and the DeKalb County Board of Education. As a member of the DeKalb County Board of Education, I authorize presentation of diplomas to the Redan High School class of 2020. Congratulations, Redan High School class of 2020.
Sada Adams. Ayden Adder-Scott. Diego Alcantar Garcia. Ilori Eme. Josetta Anderson. Jeremiah Babalola. Demetrius Bailey. Aniyah Barker. Aaliyah Barron. Dahlia Barrow. Jeevon Belcher. Jeremiah Benton. Isaiah Blake. Bria Blount. Makayla Bolden. Alex Buckle. Nairobi Butler. John Casey. Alan Cerda Martinez. Ravon Champion. Tarondis Cheney. Keaton Charles. Cierra Clark. Leonard Cold. Emmanuel Coleman. Myles Collins. Nikita Collins. Skya Cook. Jazmine Cooper. Leah Crawley. Maya Crosby. Malik Cummings. Trilek Cummings. Aniyah Dallas. Clive Daniel. Trinity Daniels. Takara Davis. Rickey Dawson. Elise DeVoe. Kennedy Donaldson. Kiera Dowell. Jasmine Dowell. Kieran Dowell. Carmia Evans. Danye Evans. Kawana Fanfan. Jalen Finley, Torrance Fisher, Taylor Foote, Lanasia Forbes, Shakaria Ford, Austin Francis, Jomire Gadsden, Ajamani George, Dwayne Glasgow, Christian Glass, Kevin Gonzalez Montalvo, Alphonson Goodgame, Marcus Goodson, Jayda Gossett, Zorah Graham, McCall Green, Avery Greer, Daryl Guest, Jordan Hall, Chloe Hanna, Chastity Harper, Sharoni Harry, Christine Henderson, Jaliyah Henderson, Zachariah Henderson, Shenelle Higgs, Romond Height, Demarius Hinton, Gerard Hobbs, Jamon Hubbard, Devion Jackson, Messiah Jackson, Amal Johar, Dadrian Johnson, Regine Johnson, Shirlice Johnson, Roderick Jones, Shantia Jones, Clint Jones Jr., Adal Kashai, Zaw Lokar, Akari Kenny, Bernard King, Annalicia Lamb, Brandon Lamback, Donovan Langford, Brandon Lawrence, Jazlynn Lawrence, Jaquavius Lawson, Kiera Lee, Joseph Lemel, Brianna Levels, Cornesia Lewis, Jalen Long, Keovel Lugo Andujar, Beahi Lyons, Jason Mallet, Emmanuel Manion, Kyle Mann, Sharisa Mapp, Kia Matthews, Zoe McCallum, Jaliyah McClendon, Jordan McDaniel, Tyra McDuffie, Domiko McElroy, Ryan McNeely, Nia Melton, Isaiah Middlebrooks, Zaria Mincy, Christopher Mobley, Enrique Montalvo, Ka Mu, Javian Moore, Lakeisha Moore Blackwood, Jada Morris, Michael Morris, Robert Murdaugh, Hayden Murphy, Tanaya Murray, Tyrese Nance, Shanetta Naylor, Kennedy Nixon, Jasenia Nurse Gavin, Omar Pasquale, Aria Plummer, Richard Pomer Augustine, Kendall Powell, Jashanti Pruitt, Javion Pruitt, Tony Richardson, Ashanti Riley, Starisha Riley, Kevin Rios Marish, Amira Rivers, John Robinson, Jacob Russian, Lakeem Samuel, Tequan Samuels, Monique Sansom, Sarah-Lynn Scott, Titus Scott, Christian Sessions, Corey Shand, Corbin Shaw, Montrell Shore, Shade Simpson, Bruce Smith, Malik Smith, Tyrellin Smith, Zier Smith, Brianna Spears, Ted St. Clair, Jordan Stewart, Keon Swinson, Lawrence Taylor, Tyantra Taylor, Kayla Terrell, Kafru Thomas, Andre Thompson, Aisha Thompson, Naisha Thompson, Evan Thornwell, Shania Vaughn, Amidia Veasley, Sevian Wakefield, Christopher Walker, Esworth Warner, Jermaine Watkins, Nataria Watson, Jaya Webb, Madison White, Tyler White, Asia Williams, Elena Williams, Jack Williams, Jaquez Williams, Serena Williams, Tashawn Williams, Lauren Willis, Tia Willis, Asante Wills, Shantae Wilson, Christian Wilson, Reuben Woods, Daniel Works, Xavier Worthy,
Oh, Read and I, we sing to you and lift our voices strong forever will be true to you. Our hopes in you belong. As through the years new past, we find your memories in our hearts and minds. All hail the silver and the blue. We sing our song to you.
Will all of the graduates please stand? It is a long-standing tradition that after receiving your diplomas, the cap tassel is shifted from the right side of the cap to the left side. This signifies to all the completion of all of your hard work for this diploma. Graduates, please move your tassels from the right side to the left. Ladies and gentlemen, family and friends, I present to you the 2020 graduating class of Redan High School. Congratulations, graduates.